Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and let's pick out our August TBR. So August is back to school. I always get really ambitious, think I'm gonna have so much more time to read, and I started out thinking that in August I was only going to do 4 throws so that way I could focus on some bigger books, and it started out as a good idea, and then I decided that I was going to throw again for 4 different books, and really we're just going to end up combining them. So I am going to allow myself to double up for ones that I can or that I have plans for. So there are a couple that are doubled up, and really I don't think it's too terrible. It's still ambitious. Don't get me wrong, it is still ambitious, but I'm very excited. I just got a ton of new books for my birthday, and my husband and I went book shopping. So there's a lot of new books that I'm really excited to get to. So right now I am currently reading The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. It's the book that my husband got me for my birthday. I'm about 120 pages into that. So that one is going to be, I don't know, somewhere. Maybe I'll just read it and I won't do a video with it. But either way, I'm currently reading that one right now. So yeah, let's get into the throws and talking about the books that I've chosen. So for my very first prompt, I got a video project, and for that one I'm going to choose Erebus 13 by David Wellington. This is the 3rd and final book in his Red Space trilogy. I read the first 2, I gave them both 4 stars. I'm really enjoying them. I'm really curious to see where it's going to end up. It's not my favorite series of all time, but I do really like it, so I knew that I was going to be picking this one up with having my birthday and going book shopping. So I did, I have it, and now my husband and I both can finish out this series. I think he has it as right around a 3-star series. It's not his favorite, but he wants to see where it's going to go to, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than he did, so very excited to continue on with this series. This one is following a smaller size group of people that they go on a spaceship, and they're going to Paradise 1. It's supposed to be this abandoned planet. People moved in and then something went wrong, and they are looking into why that is and what happened with this colony and why nobody has any contact with them anymore. So I started the first book quite a while ago, and I've just been buying the books as they've come out to continue with them. So I have to refresh my memory a little bit for this one because it's been a minute, but I am really excited to finish out this series. So this is book number 1. The next prompt that I got was a random color generator, and I took a screen recording of looking it up. Generating a new color, and we got Broom Yellow. So the book that I chose for that Broom Yellow is A Kiss of Crimson Ash. This is by Anuya Varghese. I have had this on previous TBR because this one was kindly sent to me by the publishers, and so I do really need to read this book. This one is a romantasy. It says Nandapur is a city of secrets and spellcasters where seduction reigns, and a power-hungry king who is never satisfied plots to unleash a weapon that has lived only in myth until now. So I am really looking forward to this one, and I still need to read it. So we are putting this one back on the TBR. I just talked about it, last month? So here we are. We're gonna put it back on the TBR, and I do plan on reading it in August. The next prompt that I got is Gillyweed, which is a book with a water or sea setting. And I'm very excited to say that I have gotten Endless Blue Beneath. This is by Shannon K. English. This is another one from Orbit that caught my eye. This one I did buy, but it sounds really interesting. It says, on land, Epi will never be anything more than the outcast girl who kissed the grocer's daughter. But beneath the water's surface lies a future and a society she could never imagine. Stolen from the shore, she is transformed. Epi is stronger, swifter, and hungrier. Human flesh smells like heaven on earth, and Epi is ravenous. Despite the horror of her new appetites, Epi learns to love this strange second life. The mermaid colony is mesmerizing, and Epi's new sisters are fiercely loyal. When she meets Marie, a stunningly beautiful mermaid with a past as shadowed as her raven black scales, Epi finds she no longer needs to resist her deepest desires. So it's mermaids, and I can't wait to read it. I want to read it so much. So it says she's forced to choose between her old life above the waves and a new life below them. So it sounds like it's going to be really good. I'm really, really excited to read this one, and I absolutely love this cover. So it fits perfectly for a water or sea setting. Okay, so the next prompt that I got is to seal a 2025 top 10, and there were quite a few people who had this one as one of their top 10s. Mel Lenore Reed's had it in her tops. Covers with Cassie had it in her tops, and I really want to read it. So, and the sequel to it is out now, so I need to read it. But the one that I'm going to choose is Silver Elite by Dani Francis. This one, as far as I know, is like a dystopian romantasy. And that's all I really know about it, honestly. But I know everybody loved this book, and so I'm really excited to try it out and see if I like it too. You don't see a lot of dystopian that much. Well, like, I haven't seen a lot of dystopian for a while, and so I really want to find a good dystopian series. So I'm really excited for this one. I've heard great things. So many people loved this book last year, and so I'm really excited to pick this one up too. Okay, so those are the 4 for my initial throws that I did. Not a bad stack. Now we're going to get into the second set of throws that I did that I maybe shouldn't have done, but that's okay. You know, whatever. We did it anyways. So the next prompt that I got is Campfire Tales, which is a horror or a thriller book. And the one that I chose for this is actually one that I just bought, and I'm super excited for it. And that is The Summer Fun Massacre. This is by Craig DeLuey. It says that he's the author of episode 13, which I haven't read, but this one is a camp that it's set during 1992. And so it's a 90s camp slasher. And it sounds great. I'm really excited. It says, surviving the massacre is just the beginning in this razor-sharp summer camp slasher with a bloody twist from horror master Craig DeLuey. says 1992, and in the heat of Texas, Camp Summer Fun rests by a crystalline lake surrounded by a shady forest. The counselors have set out the kayaks, prepped the kitchens, and refurbished the cabins. Now, on the night before camp begins, a bonfire and the teenage counselors' rites of passage await, but the camp has a horrifying history. In the 80s, there was a massacre that left a sole survivor, one final girl. The killer never caught. So it sounds like he's coming back, and I am so excited. I read Dollface by Lindy Ryan, right? Yeah, Dollface by Lindy Ryan, and that one was like a suburban mom kind of slasher, and like PTA, you know, and I had such a good time with that book. So I'm really, really excited for this one. I've never heard of this book. I've never heard anybody talk about this book. I'm still trying to figure out what I actually like in horror, but I had such a great time with Dollface, and this one immediately caught my attention and I had to get it. So this one is going on the TBR. So the next prompt that I got is to add a book. So I did an extra throw. And then after that, I got a book for my 26 books for 2026. And so this is where the doubling up begins, because I'm once again going to use Erebus 13 for this. I do have Sea of Charms coming in the mail. It should be here any day now, but I don't have it yet. And I just kind of want to like enjoy and read that one when I'm ready to read it. So since I already have this one on the TBR, I'm going to kind of keep it under control slightly. And so we're just going to do Erebus 13 for my 26 for 2026 because this is one that it was on there. Next up, I got by an author that blurbed my last 5-star read. Now, my last 5-star read was actually a 6-star read, and that was For Whom the Bell Tolls by J.C. Lynn. Absolutely love that book. It was amazing, and I highly recommend it. If you want like it's like a cozy fantasy, but it's got some spice and it has a little bit more depth because it's a long book. So good. I absolutely loved it. But the only person that blurbed that book is actually Stacey McEwen. Now, I don't have any of her books, or I don't have a book by her. So I ended up going on Libby and put A Forbidden Alchemy on hold. So it says that I'm second in line and it's about a 4-week wait. So I'm hoping for the best that I'll be able to get to this one. If not, then oh well. But I am going to at least try and read that one. I don't remember what it was about, so I'll have to look that up when I go to, like when I actually get it and can actually talk about it better. Make sure that I'm gonna be able to read it, and then I'll talk to you guys more about that one. I did put it on hold with Libby. I figured that I can try it out. If I start the audiobook and I like it, but I don't want to listen to it on audio, I can always go and buy it or get it from my library. I have some gift cards left over for my birthday, so I could potentially get it that way, but I'm just going to kind of play it by ear and see what happens with that. And so we'll add it onto the TBR tentatively, but that's what came up. So we'll see what happens with that one for sure. The next prompt I got was to skip a book, which means that I didn't have to pick a book for this prompt. So that kind of canceled out my add a book. And then my last prompt was to pick a book from my previous TBRs, one of my previous TBRs, and it had to be 400 plus pages. So the book that I decided to go with, there was a few options. I couldn't double up Kiss of Crimson Ash because that one isn't 400 pages, but the one that I'm going to add in is The Book of Fallen Leaves by A.S. Tamaki. I really am intrigued by this book and I really do want to read it. It's an ancient samurai, it's inspired, I should say, by an ancient samurai saga. It's an epic fantasy debut. It says a powerful tale of ambition, vengeance, and sacrifice. He's an exiled prince of a clan that lost everything in his father's failed rebellion. Deprived of his birthright, Sen is determined to restore his family's lands and honor at any cost. Rue is a peasant girl who saved Sen's life on the night his family were put to the sword, but now she's adrift and unsure of her place in the world, not knowing that the gods themselves have plans for her. So it sounds really interesting. I do really want to read this one, so I'm going to add this one onto the TBR as well. So overall, it could be worse. This is what we are ending up with for our stack. We've got quite a few chunky ones on here, but I'm very excited for all of these, plus a Forbidden Alchemy, depending on how that goes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We still have 6 books. This is no different than any other TBR. 7 if you count the Forbidden Alchemy. So not bad. Have you read any of these? Are you looking forward to any of these? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you so much for being here, hanging out with me for a little bit, and I'll see you